not only has a job they do, but they give hours beyond that job, and they've made an indelible impression on the city. They are dentists in the built environment of the city, Ms. Changala, in the education of our youngest citizens. And the next honoree, who I know that several council members were very excited about the opportunity to visit with. And I'm going to introduce him by two names. Two names, it's important. Because not a lot of folks perhaps would know who Bernard Freeman is. But I know that there are a lot of Houstonians who know who Bun B is. So, whereas Bernard Freeman, also known as Bun B, was born in Port Arthur, Texas, and began his illustrious career in Houston as a rapper alongside his friend P.A.T. to form the group Underground Kings. Their success made Southern rap a formal category among mainstream music, and whereas the Texas rap legend is also deeply spiritual and wants to educate, inform, and inspire the next generation to see hip-hop as an influential medium for people of all walks of life. Known as Professor Trill. So three names. Professor Trill. Bun B is currently a distinguished guest lecturer at Rice University, teaching Religious Studies 331, Religion and Hip Hop Culture, to 250 students, doubling the original class size. Whereas Bun B has also focused much of his time outside the studio and classroom to help combat hunger in Houston communities, particularly through events such as the annual Feed Houston concert, where 7,000 cans of food were collected last year for the Houston Food Bank, and partnering with NBA star Shaquille O'Neal in 2008 to feed 400 families in need by giving away more than 21,000 pounds of food. And whereas Bun B's community service extends to other causes important to Houston, including testing for HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases, as the headliner for Houston's Hip Hop for HIV charity concert, where more than 15,000 young adults attended the event. And whereas Bun B's contributions to Houston and its residents have helped empower, inspire, and educate. He is not only a hometown star, even though he may have been born in Port Arthur, but he is our hometown star. He is also a committed activist in the community with a deep desire to improve the lives of Houstonians in need. Therefore, I, the Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proclaim August 30th, 2011 as Bernard Bun B. Freeman Day in Houston, Texas.
Council members present and absent. This is a very profound moment in my life. It's taken a lot for me to get here today. I've been through a lot of different obstacles, personally, professionally, and by myself as well as with my brother, Chad Butler. This is an overwhelming moment because of what it represents, not to me as an artist, but what it represents to me as a person. I do believe that regardless of your status, your tax bracket, or where you may live or reside in the city, that we all have a civic duty to help our fellow citizens. I resign myself to that notion faithfully, and I try to do my best to instill these principles into the next generation of people. I do believe that presently in Houston that there is a need for a little bit more hands-on attention with the youth in the city. I think that there's a need for more after-school programs. I think there's just a need in general of more attention being paid to the children of Houston. And I would just like to take this moment and this opportunity before City Council to let you guys know that I am available 24/7, 365 when it comes to the children of Houston as well as the surrounding cities and communities. And whenever the city needs me, I am more than willing and able to answer the call. And I ask everyone who is here present today, as well as those who may see this in print or on the internet later, to do their part as well. And let's not forget the children of Houston. Let's make sure that they're accounted for. Let's make sure that they're looked after. Let's make sure that they know that they're loved and cared about. Again, I'm very honored to be here in front of family, my wife, my mother, my children, my granddaughter. people I work with every day, as well as, of course, you can see some few extra people in here. That is Team Trill. And they also are resigned to help in this community. So whenever you need me, or the guys behind me, Team Trill, I ask Mayor Parker and City Council to please call on us, and I'll make sure to get the word out to everybody else what needs to be done. Thank you, and again, I'm very honored for this day.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Pro Tem. Again, Mayor Parker, in basketball, we always say slam dunk, and today, this is another one of your slam dunks. I mean, this is an epitome of who you are. No matter where you come from or the trials and tribulations that has faced you in your past, you've always overcome those challenges. I mean, thinking back in the day when P.A.T passed away, the expressions that you gave to the audience and via YouTube and via, email and, everything that you have done to say that I'm going to make a difference in the community, and you have done that. By giving of yourself, by volunteering, everything is not about pay, and I just wanted to say that that needs to be commended in your life. And for you publicly making the challenge to all 15 of us, get ready to work, because I'm a council member of District D, and I already have an assignment for you. Minister Muhammad, I know you're in the back, you heard him, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we're ready to put the challenge ahead, and I have a lot of important phone numbers in my phone, and before you leave here today, I'm going to make sure that I add yours among those so that we can think together, because one of the issues that people are playing today in our youth, our young men, is where do they go from here? Now, fathers, parents in their household, but where do they go from here? And so I think that you can help put that message that our young men can strive to be the best that they can be, to be at a University of Houston teaching a class from whence I come. And so that needs to be commended. And one of the things I want to help us to educate, how can we get the pants up from the bottom to the hip? Then you can help us spread that message as well, that it's not cute, it's not popular. So to help us do those things, and I think that you're the person that can help us spread that message because of the positiveness that you provide to us as citizens of Houston. So you need to be applauded. This is just one award of many that you've received. So I hope that you can put this proudly on your shelf of all the many Grammy nominations, award, hip hop, P.A.T, just to put this among those so they can shine just as bright. Again, this is another slam dunk, and you need to be congratulated. But we just also have to give the commend to your mom, because you are the epitome of your household, and so she needs to be applauded as well. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Parker, for bringing Bun down here, recognizing the great work that he's done. Bun and I met a few years ago, just in some playful, at a basketball game, some playful ribbing of rival teams, but we formulated our relationship later on once I found out that you were out building the community center in the church, and how you wanted to further the great works of God by providing opportunities for children after school and then spreading the word. I want to thank you for breaking down the walls, breaking down the negative images of the hip-hop culture, and showing that there is a different side. That it's not always, the gangster, it's not always that, but your swagger still can bring education first. It can still be about being a positive man, holding your head up right, doing the right things by your family, doing the right things by your community. So I appreciate Team Trill for coming down here and doing what they do. And they're going to be the carriers of the message. Because we got to break down these walls. We got to break down these negative images so that we can all become one. And it's not us against them kind of thing. And that's kind of how it's been in the hip-hop industry. So I appreciate the work that you've done. I appreciate your forthrightness. I appreciate the fact that you being open and available to this community and making this community a better place, and certainly helping out the young people of this city. So you've done a wonderful job. I certainly appreciate you. I'm We're still waiting on that purple suit that you guys are wearing. He understands what that means.
I believe you owe me a red suit too as well.
Well,